Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, this is Making It Happen with Mary and I am Mary. Today is the first video in a 3-part series for spooky season. We are going to be doing some ghost stories themed with some favorite Bath & Body Works Halloween body sprays. Yes, tonight's story is centered around Wicked Vanilla Woods. Yep, I love this scent. It is magical vanilla, glowing amberwood, and enchanted pink pepper. And I really do think this year's version is much heavier on the vanilla, lighter on the pink pepper. My look today, of course, it's by me, you guys. I am wearing Berry Bonfire on the lips. How this is going to work for the next 3 nights, tonight, tomorrow, and Wednesday night, we will be doing ghost stories themed with our favorite Bath & Body Works Halloween scents. And on Thursday, Halloween, I'll be doing a giveaway video. But in order to participate, I will be asking a very specific question to see if you've watched all 3 of our ghost stories. So sit back, let's dim the lights, and let's get ready to be spooky. Tonight's ghost story is The Revenant of Hollowbrook Woods, inspired by Wicked Vanilla Woods. I just couldn't help myself. Deep in Hollowbrook Woods, there is a path that no one will take after dark. They say the trees along it grow so close together, the sky disappears above you, and even on the brightest day, the trail almost feels suffocating. But the true danger isn't the claustrophobic woods, it's what lingers within them. This legend tells of a woman named Eliza, who lived in a small cabin at the edge of the woods nearly a century ago. Eliza was known for her beauty, for her long dark hair, and her hauntingly sweet scent, one of deep, mysterious vanilla. It was a vanilla laced with something unplaceable but irresistible. Some said she was a healer. Others whispered that she was a witch, using her potions to seduce the men of the village. When a prominent landowner's son vanished, last seen walking toward the cabin, the villagers grew suspicious. On the night of a full moon, a mob gathered and stormed Eliza's cabin. They dragged her into the heart of Hollowbrook Woods and burned her at the stake, ignoring her pleas for mercy. As the flames consumed her, she screamed a curse. It sent shivers down the spines of everyone present. The curse: anyone who wandered too far into the woods at night would smell a sickeningly sweet smell, the same scent that once clung to her silky skin. If they smelled it, Eliza would mark them, and they would never escape. At first, the villagers didn't believe it, dismissing the curse as nothing more than a dying woman's final words. But over the years, people began to disappear. Hunters, wanderers, children playing too far from their homes. They all went missing after nightfall, and those who returned alive came back changed, driven mad with fear. Their hair turned bone white, and their eyes hollowed, as if they had seen something that stripped their very souls from their bodies. One survivor, a hunter named Jacob, was found cowering at the edge of the woods after a 2-day search. His body was scratched and bruised, and his clothes were just torn to shreds. But what terrified the villagers most was that he kept repeating, "The woods, she's watching, she's waiting." He described how the sweet scent of vanilla crept upon him as he tracked a deer, luring him deeper into the woods. At first, he thought it was his imagination, but the scent grew overpowering, almost choking him. That's when he saw her, a shadowy figure standing between the trees, her eyes glowing faintly in the dark. her face pale and twisted in agony. She had no feet. She floated toward me, her body like smoke. Then when she reached me, I ran. God, I ran. But she was always just behind me. The others who survived described similar encounters, scent that lured them off of the path, the sight of a woman gliding through the woods, her form just always out of reach, but her presence felt in every corner of their minds. Some even claimed to hear her whispering their names in the darkness. And then there were the eyes. Those who ventured too far into Hollowbrook said her eyes were the last thing they saw before the terror took them. Cold, hollow eyes filled with vengeance and pain, locked into theirs, freezing them in place. But it was the scent, the relentless, suffocating scent of vanilla that drove them mad, wrapping around them like a noose until they could hardly breathe. The village began to crumble under the weight of all this fear. Houses were abandoned, and only the foolish or desperate ventured near the woods. To this day, Hollowbrook stands as a ghost town, untouched except for the brave few who dare to explore the forbidden woods. They claim that when the wind is just right, the air fills with thick, unsettling sweetness of vanilla. And if you smell it, it's already too late. Eliza's curse is still alive, and she waits in the shadows for the next soul to claim. Every few years, someone disappears into the woods, and the villagers know the cycle will never end. Eliza's there, bound to the twisted trees of Hollowbrook Woods, her vengeance endless, her cursed scent still lingering in the air, lingering like a warning. Those who dare to enter her domain are marked, and once marked, you'll never escape wicked Vanilla Woods. I hope you've enjoyed tonight's ghost story. Please make sure to leave me a comment letting me know how spine-chilling it was, and be on the lookout for part 2 of this series coming tomorrow night. Until then, stay spooky, my friend.